So you're not the only one tired of Let It Go. The baby's mom said her mood instantly changes when the songs start playing, and then she returns to happy, normal self when that song stops. So if you're tired of this song, you're not alone. I love the big fat lip that babies make when they're sad. Yes. That one.
Oh, I know.
Happy,
her face
sweet
is
baby.
priceless, isn't it? You could just see like the anticipation, like Billy, like she was getting angrier and angrier.
Wait a minute.
The song was good.
What? Here's
the
lip.
replay. There it is. Look at it. There's the lip.
That's the best. I love it. Welcome back. Coming up, you can help out the community while you're already out and driving around the city. It's the citywide food drive in Greensboro. We're going to check in with Carter Coyle and Carrie Charles to see how they're doing.
Yes, and what does it take to get a major company to pay for your wedding? Well, I guess it's all in the name. We're going to introduce you to Mr. Berger and Mrs. King.
And what's the one thing Michelle Obama is looking forward to doing once she leaves the White House? It's something we all do every day, Brad.
We'll talk about that in a moment. Right now, breaking news out of Afghanistan. A U.S. soldier was killed, 2 others wounded in a shootout earlier today. Apparently shot by an Afghan soldier or someone dressed as a soldier. As part of a meeting, U.S. troops returned fire and killed the gunman. At this point, we do not know the names of the U.S. troops who were involved. A police officer in South Carolina now in jail without bond after video surfaced showing him firing his gun as an unarmed man ran away from him. Now he's charged with murder. Jackie Ibanez has more.
A white police officer in South Carolina now facing murder charges in the death of an unarmed black man. North Charleston patrolman Michael Slager was arrested Tuesday. This after law enforcement officials watched a video that allegedly shows Slager shooting and killing a black man as he runs away.
Without the video, and that was the only witness there was the gentleman that was making the video, it would be difficult to ascertain exactly what did occur.
The victim has been identified as Walter Scott. Police say the 50-year-old was originally stopped Saturday for driving with a broken taillight. He then got out of the car and fled on foot. That's when prosecutors say Slager shot the man 8 times. Leaders say the actions of this one officer don't represent the rest of the police department and shouldn't be used to perpetrate any more violence.
We've got 343 police officers in our department. This is a bad decision by one of those 343.
I don't want this to become another Ferguson. I don't want any more lives to be taken or anybody to be in jail.
The family of the victim holding a news conference Tuesday night, saying that while they grieve for their loved one, they're grateful charges have been filed.
We can't get my brother back, and my family is in deep mourning for that. But through the process of justice has been served.
Well, Scott's family says they do plan to file a civil lawsuit against the North Charleston Police Department. This morning, jurors in the Dzhokhar Tsarnaev trial will get some answers from a judge. They submitted questions yesterday after starting their deliberations. Defense attorneys argue that Tsarnaev was manipulated by his older brother as they planted bombs at the 2013 Boston Marathon. 7 women and 5 men on the jury will have to decide on 30 different counts against Tsarnaev. They'll also have to decide whether or not to sentence him to death. Now up to a jury to decide if a High Point father is guilty of first-degree murder. Brian Frazier accused of punching and choking his 13-day-old son back in 2012. During the trial, the jury saw a video confession where Frazier told police he snapped and lost control because the baby was crying. According to the News and Record, the jury does have the option to find Frazier not guilty by unconsciousness, meaning he apparently blacked out and was unable to control his actions. The woman who was sentenced to up to 17 months in prison for failing to carry out her duties as a social worker is set to be released from jail today. Wanda Larson pleaded guilty just last week to allowing her boyfriend to tie an 11-year-old boy to a porch with a dead chicken around his neck. She's been in prison, though, since her arrest in 2013, and that time was applied to her sentence, which is why she's scheduled to get out today. 9:35 is the time. That's the news. Let's check that Max weather forecast. Good morning, Emily.
Good morning. Take a look at Asheville, Biltmore Estate. Can't see much out there. We have low-level clouds and fog there across the grounds of Biltmore Estate. UNC Charlotte, very cloudy, but as we look at Greensboro, look at the clearing that we've been seeing across our skies. Some sunshine coming in. Temperatures at 68 degrees in Greensboro. And we're going to have to amend that part of the forecast, or rather this particular graphic. 64 in High Point and Asheboro, 64 in Siler City as well, 60 in Mount Airy. Lots of these 60s popping up right now. Well, we are, of course, recovering from a few showers this morning. There isn't a whole lot of rain up ahead for the rest of the daylight hours. It's not until maybe 3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon that we'll expect to see some showers sprouting up here in the Piedmont. Our northeastern counties have the best chance of getting some of the heavier rain and perhaps even a thunderstorm or two, not only late this afternoon, but also tonight. That's because a cold front is dropping in from the northeast, and that boundary between cooler air to the north and the warmer air here to the south, that certainly is going to be a firing line, potentially anyway. Elsewhere across the Fox 8 viewing area, we're in a very warm sector that will prevail all the way through tomorrow. We're going to be well above normal. Today, of course, we're going to be up near 80, but Friday, that's the day to watch because that's when our cold front squeezes into this warm air mass. Showers and thunderstorms are a very good possibility, and some of those storms could be strong to severe. The Storm Prediction Center does have us at a slight risk for severe weather on Friday afternoon and Friday evening. Lunchtime today, 74 degrees. Your forecast high is 80. Yes, we could have some afternoon showers, perhaps a thunderstorm. We're going to continue to have rain overnight, 40% chance of rain and a 30% chance of showers tomorrow. So Friday, potentially stormy, but we'll have a beautiful dry weekend.
All right, Emily, thank you. Today, the city of Greensboro is hosting its spring food drive, and Fox 8 is happy to help out with the effort. Carter Coyle and Carrie Charles are out there this morning taking part. Good morning to you both.
Good morning. We're so glad to be here, Julie. I know you'll be checking in with everybody later on. Last year, this drive collected more than 11,000 pounds of food. They're hoping to double that goal this year.
Yeah, that's right. And to do this, we need your help. And it's very easy to do. You can stop by any Greensboro City building and make a donation, or you can just stop right down here on Washington Street. Check this out,
Lots of
Carter.
stuff already.
Yeah, it's time to bring out another box.
Got a full box here, just about.
And here's the type of stuff we need, and I really like this pancake mix. This is so great to have. This is a collaborative effort between Fox 8 and the city of Greensboro.
And it's all going to Greensboro Urban Ministry and Disabled American Veterans. Great causes for hunger. We're here with Mayor Nancy Vaughn. And Mayor Vaughn, I know you've had several efforts recently to address hunger in the city of Greensboro. Why is this so important for you?
Well, certainly we can't have people in our community who are hungry. And we have 1 in 4 people who are facing issues of hunger on a daily basis. We know that over 50% of the people in our school system are on free or reduced lunches, and that just is not good. Last night we passed a $250,000 challenge grant for the Renaissance Co-op, which will be a cooperative grocery store on Phillips Avenue, which we're very excited about. So this is our 2nd annual food drive, and it'll be nice when it's not necessary to do a food drive, when we have enough food for everybody in the city.
And in the meantime, people can help, and you know, whether it's employees here who I know are actually having competitions to see which departments can bring in the most food. We love competitions, but really, if you find any firefighter, police officer in the city today, they can kind of show you where to drop off the food. And you can also check out the city's website.
That's right, Mayor Vaughn. Thank you so much.
You.
We're putting out the challenge to get people down here for sure.
And what a great cause, and thank you for your help in getting the word out. So if we can just get people out and come by to any city facility.
Perfect.
Thank you so much. So Julie, it's just that easy, and we were with the chief earlier, and he said if you see a police officer and you don't know where to go, stop them. They will point you in the right direction, and he said if they're nearby, they will clean out your trunk for you.
There you go.
Wow, orders from the chief. Hey.
That's right.
Orders from the chief.
Orders from the chief. It's serious.
Oh, yeah, I have to abide by that. Absolutely. Carrie, Carter, thank you both so much. Shannon?
You know, many women choose to change their last name when they get married, but for one couple, their last names have gotten them a free wedding. Find out who agreed to foot the bill.
True love.